What's up? What's up? What's up? Your morning, your hello, you're sleeping, your wake up, your wake up, your wake up, your can let talk. Today we are on Liberia City Mayor Jefferson T. Koiji or Koji. Well, anyways, so today I'm just so confused that I'm asking myself, what has Liberia turned into? What is becoming of us? Where are we headed? So today, Jefferson Koiji graduated from high school, from UL rather, his first degree. And guess what? As you are seeing in the video, that man allegedly ordered Liberian students to leave classes and come and march behind him to celebrate his graduation. Where has this ever happened in the history of Liberia? See the children in the street celebrating his graduation day or his graduation. And this is not the first time. It has become like a thing now. His birthday, they were also in the streets marching to celebrate his birthday. Like, what's happening to Liberia? What's happening to our leaders? Why is this man so egoistic? What's happening? Where in the republic has a city mayor graduated and then order students to come and celebrate his graduation by drilling, by marching in the streets while the city remains filthy? Now, very interestingly, whenever you talk about the city's dirtiness, it brings up a lot of feelings. He gets into his feelings. We have seen other people who have been sitting mayor. In fact, I'm even going far place. Like I'm rare to Mary Bro, the last person who handled that particular, position, Mary Bro. This city used to be sparkling clean. These people travel outside of Liberia and they see how tidy other people's countries are. But guess what? They just don't give a freaking. They don't even care. They don't care. They find glory in doing their jobs for people to keep on their names. And then they have other people who will be singing praises to them for maybe just one act that they will do, whereas it's their jobs they are paid for. Like, I'm so aggrieved right now. I don't even know how to say this thing to express myself. Usually, I wouldn't even give credence to anybody like this, put you out there or to talk about you when it's not something, but I talk about things that affect me in society and others. Things that other people don't have the guts to speak up about. These are the things that I talk about. When you are outside of Liberia, everything looks so gravy, so beautiful look or like. Everything looks so beautiful when you are outside of Liberia. Do you know why? Because the internet will only give you what they want to give you. People hold back on the real story. So when you see those beautiful pictures on the internet, you think that's it. That's how it is. But until you come back home. So for me, I didn't even see much. I saw people complaining about the city, but because I wasn't here, I wasn't in Liberia. That's me. If I'm not part of something, I won't even talk about it wholly. But when I'm in there and I see what's happening, then I speak up. So for me to come to Liberia, in a car, on a motorbike, on a keke, because all of these things, they are means of transport in Liberia. If you want to get to certain places real fast, you got to decide which mode you want to go by. So I go by all of these things. So me going in the city, it's not even like it's some interior part, even though even in the interior we don't even expect these things to be there. But in the capital city, man, in the capital city, can you imagine you'll be riding around in the capital city and the odor, the dirt, the smell, these decaying things hitting your nostrils? I thought when I came to Liberia, I wouldn't even have to have a need for wearing mask. But guess what? In Liberia, I wear the mask more. It's not because of COVID. COVID is not in Liberia. It's because of the dirt, the dust. Liberia is so dirty. The garbage all over the city. You pass somewhere, it hits you hard in the nostrils. And this man is here celebrating. Where even speech. Now, yes, the funny thing, right? The American ambassador to Liberia, he made a post talking about our very first president, J.J. Roberts. And let me just read out what he said. Because this thing irritated the city mayor. Look, if you are doing good, everybody will talk about the good things you are doing. If you are doing well, everybody will talk about the great things you are doing. You don't expect to not do anything good and expect people to talk about it. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work for people to see your effort and be able to talk about it. Nobody coming to pray, sing yet on something that's not happening. Nobody hates you. Nobody hates him. But he's not putting in the work. And then when you talk about it, then he has to defend. Let me read what was written by the American ambassador to Liberia. And then I also read out Jefferson Koji's responses. It says here, what would J.J. Roberts have to say about this? As a Peace Corps volunteer, I was blessed to live for 2 years in villages without electricity or running water in West Africa. First thing every morning, each household would take advantage of the cool, early morning daylight to sweep inside and outside and dispose of debris. Villagers then coordinated with the local government to deliver waste daily to a designated landfill. The state of cleanliness in the city of Monrovia, which is more developed and a far wealthier community, sadly does not compare. Last month, I was surprised at the words of city leadership on Monrovia Day. A senior official lamented that unlike his previous 3 years in office, no donor or external partner is funding the recurrent cost of solid waste collection and disposal, implying that he was abandoned by the international community. Is there a more basic local government responsibility than the collection and proper disposal of garbage? Would Liberia's first president have imagined that 175 years after independence, foreigners should be held responsible for the removal of garbage in his capital city? Let's take that question again. Would Liberia's first president have imagined that 175 years after independence, foreigners should be held responsible for the removal of garbage in his capital city? That's a question to ponder over. Everything is about outside funding. What do we have as a country then? What do we really have? everything. It is also community not can to fund it. It we not get donors. We need donors to do the one. Even our bicentennial, I remember the other time they had to change that entire thing by saying, oh, we want to open tourism, but foreigners got to come and fund it. Like, it's your country. If you don't do it for your country to attract those foreigners that you are talking about, those donors, you think they will just wake up and come there? You got to give them something. You got to show them something that they will come and invest in, because they know they will be able to get profit. That's how it works. What kind of people are you? What kind of management you did? Oh, I forget. You only did government in there. What we're not even seeing the proper result on. If you're doing good, we're talking, man. But let's be real. Look at in this video, he's even talking about garbage, and the garbage is piled up right behind him. Now, this man is graduating with honor. They say the man does his class. Listen to one dude's valedictorian. Listen to one valedictorian speech. Listen to one dude's speech.
By Lord being acted by the house of legislature, also be able to get the challenges and the progressed. So with that being said, we thought it was a need to dispel rumor about on our ministry. We were able to be able to nip in the bud the gist and misinformation. That yes, indeed, since of our inception leadership, at no point in time, recurring causes. We were very direct and said recurring causes we haven't battles. It's not about donut funding. You must be able to take responsibility. How is that implied?
After all of these things that we are seeing vividly with our own eyes, when we talk, they call us hit. Is that the word? Hit position. They call us opposition. For me, I'm not even a part of any political party right now. The person who I had, sentiment for in this entire election was Opong. And the reason I will keep saying, I can beat my chest today and still say yesterday, today, and I will always say, is because the amount of energy, the amount of seriousness, the amount of dedication he gave to his football career when he was playing, I really thought that would be the same thing that he will bring to the presidency. So I supported him, and, I was happy that he was even running to be president. But I'm not blind. I'm not a blind supporter. I made that video on electricity. I got calls from everywhere. Everybody telling me, oh, maybe it's some opposition that has paid me to make that video. No. I don't go by things people say to me. I don't take money for anything. I don't. I'm a realist like that. Even if I'm working for a government and they don't do something right, I will say it because I stand for change. I stand for change. Change is what we want. These guys travel out there. That's the part that hurt me. They travel out there. The moment they even get on the plane, they start to take picture of their next location they are going to. They will go. The people clean city. People wash their streets out there. They clean it, they sweep it, they wash it with soap and water. Yeah, we don't do anything at all. We don't do it, but we expect the praise singing. And then one city mayor coming to say why the ambassador, he can't ask him what he mean by the thing he said. The time you were talking, saying the things that you said about outside receiving donors and funding and things, why you didn't elaborate to break it down on what you were saying? Somebody should go and counter it before you come back to say why the person ain't come. You people just feel so entitled in Liberia. You defend everything. You feel so entitled, from the citizens to the leaders of this country. Every Liberian just feels so entitled. Mr. Mayor, if you're doing your work, nobody will talk, man. Now, for these children that are marching behind him, I saw a Facebook post. What caught my attention about that post is the last part in the post, that these children were drilling, marching. And then an elderly woman on the side was concerned. Why should they be out there marching and not in school? And one of the girls, the students, she said, Mama, if we do it, they will fail also. Our teacher and say we must go. If we do it, they will fail us. They will not send grade for us, they will get us incomplete. Really? Is that it? Why do you need so much validation? If you're doing your work, it will speak for you. Look, I'm tired, man. I already tired, yeah? But this is what we deserve. Liberian people, this is what we deserve. Because we didn't see anything wrong with it. But if you have not experienced anything good, you will just feel anything they gave you is the best. That's who we are. Many of us have not seen, have not experienced what we truly deserve, what's meant for us. So the little crumbs that they're giving us, it looks good. And some people that I know, once they get attached to people in the government, they don't say anything. They keep their mouths shut because they don't want their little bread to be taken from them. My man, I beg you, yeah. The way I was suffering in a time, yeah, I was not having anything. I'm gonna be having small thing and then I can't open my mouth to talk. I beg you, my man. I'm coming lemon and bread to move from my mouth. We harming ourselves. We are harming ourselves. I rest here, man. I rest here for the day. Yo, baba.